Hey guys, it's Reina. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, but please forgive me, it's been so crazy. But today I wanted to show you my basic eye makeup. It's not basic at all for some people, but it is for me. Whenever I don't know what to do, I'll go for this. So I'm gonna start with my base. I'm going to use the Bobbi BrownVitamin something base cream, and it's nice and hydrating, has that refreshing lemony scent. And I apply Strobe cream in Peach, which I love a lot. It gives you a nice strobe look. And I only applied it around the face, and then I'm applying IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore Primer to conceal my pores and textures that I have on the center of my face. I don't know why I applied that on my cheeks, but I was going to apply it just on the nose, the temple, not the temple, the forehead, and the T-zone, basically, the center of my face. Next, I'm picking up my favorite Lancome foundation at the moment. This, I fell in love with the formula. It looks beautiful. Okay, so the color, please forgive me for this color. I just love my face to look a lot tanner because my body is darker than my face. I don't ever tan my face because I'm afraid of wrinkles. So that's why it looks a little bit deeper, but it has a yellow undertone. I love this foundation. Anyways, I'm moving on to my brows. I think today I'm just going to show you pretty much everything that I've done for this look so you don't miss anything. This mascara, a brow mascara, is the bomb. It's everything that I wanted in a brow mascara. It holds the hair in place. I have long ass brow hairs, but since I started using it, I don't see like the long tail hairs coming down and like compromising the crisp brow that I created. So I really love this stuff because once it's on, it holds the hair in place like a hairspray. It's even better than hairspray. So, and a soap brow thing, yeah, it's a lot better than that. Anyways, I like to back comb it and then comb it back in place. Now after it dries, I give it about like 30 seconds to 40 seconds until it dries, and then I will apply the Anastasia pomade in chocolate. This has a beautiful warm undertone. I hate ashy brows, maybe just because I don't know, I feel like it doesn't look good on me. So I love the chocolate. I take very small amount on the brush. This is the Max, I believe it's 263, but I could be totally wrong. It's one of the angle brushes. It's not 266 or the 208, so it's one in the middle. It has a very slanted end to it. It is very fine at the tip, so it really creates brow strokes or hair strokes, which I absolutely love. This is my favorite brow brush at the moment. I need a backup of this. Next, I'm going to clean up the brows using the Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. I'm using two colors. One that's lighter, NC30, for the bottom of my lash line, brow bone, and then for the top I use NC35, which is one shade darker than NC30, obviously, and I use that because it's a little bit easier to blend into the foundation and doesn't look light. I hate when the brow highlight is light at the top. It just doesn't look right. And some days I won't even clean up the top portion of the brows just because I want to go for that natural runway look and the bushy brow look instead of that Instagram fleek brows, you know. So it's just optional. It's not a must. But today I felt like cleaning up the top for the camera, like the video, but it's fine. Anyways, at the front of the brow, I am not applying too much concealer. I'm actually blending it out so I don't have a distinct line at the very bottom. Now let me tell you about this brush that I'm using to clean up the brows. It's amazing. It works beautifully on clients and customers. You can really do a lot of detail work with this. Now that I'm done with the brows, I'm going to prime my eyes. This is my favorite eyeshadow base that I ever used. This is a 24-hour eyeshadow base from MAC. I'm trying to speak as fast as I can. But this is absolutely a must for me. It's amazing. It's even better than soft ochre. I just want everybody to try it at least once, because if you have oily lids or any dry lids, this is going to hold everything in place perfectly until you wash it off. Next, I'm applying eyeshadow. This is from the Life palette that I have. This is my go-to palette that I made from MAC. So all the colors that's in this palette is going to be MAC. So I'm not going to say MAC over and over again. First color that I'm using is Bamboo. This is a beautiful transition color. I have a feeling that MAC discontinued this shade, which is a tragedy. They shouldn't have done that, but if you're looking for a dupe, then Cream Brulee is a great color from Makeup Geek. I'm using my fluffy favorite, the most amazing brush from Hakuhodo, which is 5522 brush. I think it's $20, so it's even cheaper than MAC 224, so definitely get that. And then I'm applying Saddle. You can either do Saddle or Texture. Texture is more velvety, and then Saddle is matte. I'm using Hakuhodo's 5523 brush, and it's about $19. It is a great quality. You can't even compare that to MAC's 217. So this is my favorite brush to use on my crease. You have to kind of fluff it up a bit when you first get it, because it's going to be tapered and it comes in a plastic, so plastic thing to hold the bristles in place, you know what I mean? So make sure you wash it or kind of fluff it up so it fits your eyes really well. But I'm going back to the 5522 brush to blend everything out after I lay the saddle down on the crease and I bob the crease. Okay, so I'm going for the warm eyeshadow look. You can pretty much use any eyeshadow colors that you have. It could be cool, it could be colorful, but next color I'm using is Swiss Chocolate. This is more reddish, like a red brick undertone color. It's still brown but has the red undertone to it. It's very warm. I love how this looks on my eyes. This is one of my go-to as well. So Bamboo, Soft Brown, Texture, and Swiss Chocolate. Not Texture, Saddle and Swiss Chocolate are my 4 favorite colors, and I will show you some more colors later on, but so far these colors are the bomb together. It's just beautiful, blends in beautifully together, it's flawless. If you don't want to get all of these colors, you can just get Bamboo, Saddle, and Swiss Chocolate, or maybe you can skip the Swiss Chocolate and get the darker shade, but I promise you're not going to be disappointed when you get those colors. Next, I'm using even deeper shade, which is I'm Into It. I'm using MAC's 221 brush. The 221 brush is absolutely amazing. I love this brush for any detail work I'm doing on the crease, or anybody who has hooded eyes like me or tighter eyes. It just fits beautifully. And great for any detail work, like I said. So I'm taking the I'm Into It color, going back and forth at the outer third and creating like a V, a rounded almond shape, and I'm applying that and kind of deepening up a little bit. I'm also going to go back in with the 5523 brush, which looks like 217 from MAC, and I'm blending the edges out. And for the last color, to tie everything together so it doesn't look too washed out and too red, I'm using Black Tide eyeshadow from MAC. This is like black onyx, true black color with specks of glitter, but as you can see, when you apply it on the eyes and when you pick it up with the brush, it looks totally matte. So that glittery thing, it just disappears. It's not even on my face under the eyes though. I don't know where it goes, but it just doesn't look glittery when you apply it on the eyes, which is amazing. And I'm still using the same brush, 221 from MAC. So whenever I feel like I need to have a little bit more of a blended look to the eyes when I'm using warm colors, I always go back to the middle shade, which is a soft brown. It's a tad bit darker, just a hair darker than Bamboo, and it really blends out the Saddle and Bamboo together. So I'm applying that color in between those shades. I needed to go to work, so I needed to wrap up with the blending because I'll probably be blending until my arms fall off. So let's move on to the lid part. This is the Naked Pigment from MAC. It's so beautiful on every single skin tone. It just looks, I I don't know, it's magical. I love this fairy dust. And I just picked up the pigment with my finger and I'm just patting it on. There's no trick to it, just pat it away. And I did blend out the perimeter of the pigment using the 221 brush just so that it blends a little bit better to the darker shade, but that's all I did. So we're done with the eyes and I only have 20 minutes to get dressed and go to work. So I needed something quick and easy for the eyeliner. So I grabbed my favorite liquid liner. This is actually a brown black color, so it's not totally black. If you want something that is a liquid liner that has brush tip to it, that I do recommend, is going to be the Kat Von D Ink Trooper liner, the tattoo liner. That's amazing. But yeah, these all have kind of a satin shine to it, so if you like a matte eyeliner, I will recommend the gel liner. So you can leave it like that, or if you want more of a defined clean wing liner, you can definitely clean up the bottom wing liner part with a concealer like I did. I'm using the Revlon eyeliner for this because it has a really flat tip to it and it's very fine. It's only a couple dollars, so I'll link it down below for you guys. And I'm applying black eyeliner on the upper waterline, and I'm just completely skipping the bottom waterline because I don't want to close the eyes. So I'm gonna lightly coat my lashes with mascara. I'm gonna apply falsies, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted them to look black and not powdery. So I'm applying Dodo Lashes 105, I believe. I might be mistaken, so I will double check and list it on the screen. Okay, so after applying the lashes, I'm applying a bit more of the I'm Into It and Black Tie to just deepen up the eyeshadow so it matches the wing liner. And I love doing that actually before the falsies, but it's fine. And I'm going over the lash line with the liquid liner so it takes away any of that shiny glue. So I've already recorded contouring, highlighting, powdering, and everything, and I forgot that I had a camera in front of me and I had my hand mirror the whole time in front of my face, so you can't really see what I'm doing, so I just skipped that part altogether. And I forgot to press record when I was doing the bottom lash line. So I'm kind of explaining it to you that I started with a saddle with a smaller, shorter brush from Hakodo. Okay, so then I took I'm Into It eyeshadow with this brush, and I'm just taking this along the lash line and blending it back and forth. And after that, I apply the False Lashes Maximizer. It's like a primer from MAC under your, regular mascara, and it gives you like the whitish transparent look once it dries. And then I just follow up with the Pro Beyond Twist mascara from MAC as well. This is like a Giga Play Extended Play mascara. I feel like this gives you more volume and length and definition, so I really love using it. And I topped it off with the Soar lip liner and Myrrh lipstick. These are my favorite two combo for my lips. And I also used the Copper Face Palette for the blush and the highlight. And then I sprayed a little bit of Fix Plus all over my face to get the skin-like finish. So my eyeshadow looks a little bit washed out, but I'm trying to get all the equipments together so I have a best lighting and the white balance and I don't look washed out anymore. So please give me some time. I'm working on it, but hopefully I can start uploading more videos. Thank you so much for watching as always. I'll see you guys later. Bye!